Welcome back, everybody.
Climbing back and we'll be
Off to Dawnstar we go. Now, you might be wondering why we're going to Dawnstar when we're trying to do the vampire thing for Serana. Yeah, that Dimhollow Crypt, I think it's called. So, long story short, there's no quick way there. In fact, you know, any other way we tried to go, it would just be a massive hike on our part. So, yeah, the Dawnstar is probably the closest that you're going to be able to get to this spot right here, Dimhollow Crypt. Now, there's a soft ascending point here, so right around here, we'll catch a trail that kind of goes up a slope, and I'll walk you through that as we, get closer. But there's also another spot that I want to hit here on the way. So just kind of wanted to give you that quick map overview so you know exactly what we're up to. Now before I do that, I'm going to pop my head into Dawnstar just long enough, to where I can get the map marker opened up. And dragons like to attack here, by the way, so always kind of, save that game before you come here.
Move it!
That way if the dragon comes and kills a follower or an NPC or anything, goes wrong, you can always reload that save. And guys, there's a lot of free lootables in town here. Flowers, eggs right over there. Lots of goodies. There's a smith, so you can do some buying and selling here, and he's actually in this building down here. In fact, you can see his forge. There's an inn here, typical innkeeper. I think that's where the Jarls sit, so you can talk to the steward and do some questing type stuff. Yeah, quite a lot to do here in Dawnguard, actually, but there is a thing where there's a whole side quest and quest line going up to that tower up there. And honestly, guys, we're going to wait on that tower because it's kind of in-depth and that's a whole separate deal. So, just like every other town I've taken to you guys on my walkthrough so far, folks, we're going to get to it, I promise. Oh, by the way, there's some quicksilver mines here. So you can mine this mine here, and there's one over on the other side of town. Kind of like looking at it right now with my cursor. In fact, you might even be able to see the smelter there. That's where the mine entrance is. But yeah, those are safe to go into and, do your farming if you want your nodes. In fact, I'd recommend you guys do that because, you'll get you some gemstones along the way. But yeah, for otherwise, guys, I would just kind of hold off on this stuff. We'll get a Dawnstar video done at some point and do all the fun questing at that time. This is an alchemist, by the way. Oh, and the whole Dawnstar museum note that we got, that's over here. But again, guys, separate videos, bleed over, shiny rocks. We are not here for any of this right now. What we are here for is Serana. And guys, she is freaking awesome to have. You've heard me mention her name a time or two, and it's for good reason. And it's, even more the reason I like to really go out of my way to go get her as a secondary backup follower. Okay, guys, I got lucky with some traveling merchants here. But I do like to use these guys for gemstone shopping. Wow, and I just had enough selling power to buy back the gold that I spent here. So yeah, I'm going to have to craft some dummy potions up here at some point and get a little bit more going in that department. Okay, guys, Blue Mountain Flowers, Snowberries, etc. They're pretty much right along the pathway here, so if you want to just kind of follow the path for a little while. My quest marker is kind of south, west, but I'm going to go more due south and hit that building first. And there's this other little building structure here coming into view on my compass. Try to stay away from that. I don't even think we can get in there if we wanted anyway. That's part of another quest line later on when we do the Thieves Guild. Guys, there is so much to this game. We haven't even done anything yet. Like, one of the things I like about the Dawnguard quest is Ariel's bow, where you can literally shoot an arrow at the sun, and, like, I don't even want to spoil that. Just cool stuff happens. It's pretty wild. Okay, there's a giant's camp I want to hit along the way. As I just mentioned, I've got a ton of empty Grand and Greater Soul Gems, so what a better opportunity than right here and right now. Not only that, killing is fun. Make sure that bow's got enough charge left in it here. I do tend to use them. Did I just hear a dragon? I sure did. Alright, giants first. I want my soul gems. Am I missing that dude? I am missing that dude. Okay, so a good thing is the dragon is going to keep the giant camp busy for the time being, and I can just get in here and get some cheeky damage in. Is that a bandit coming to join the party? Ha! That is a bandit coming to join the party! Wow, guys, dragons, bandits, and mammoths. Oh my! I should probably, you know, start... Oh yeah, he does not soul trap, duh. Whoa, somebody just shot an arrow at me. Bro, I'm helping you out, really? Okay, I just hit his damage sweet spot, so he's gonna have to land now. I don't know if I got all the giants killed. Oh, I didn't go overweight that time. Go me. Huh. You can't go too far away from your dragon kills, by the way. If you do, before you collect the soul, sometimes it can glitch out on you. Okay, don't forget your hidden treasure chest there. And it's time to get this show on the road, guys. So first things first, I'm going to hit this hut. It's nice having that extra stamina. I think I'm up to 200 right now. Makes a huge difference. Okay, guys, so getting, you know, back to the whole storyline that we got going on here with the vampires and stuff, I thought we should hit this in the video. Now, notice there's death and destruction, and I took my bow out because I couldn't remember if there was still a live one. But now that I'm here, I don't think there is. So guys, there's lots of looting to do here. You might want a couple of cure disease potions, because again, dealing with vampires, you might want to be able to cure their diseases on the go. Especially if you do not want to become a vampire yourself. Not only that, there's the stuff that you can get sold, and at least scoop up 4 or 5 amulets of Stendarr. You're going to need 3 for house crafting alone. So again, you know, just get them while the getting is good. But you know, they all have like the magic shirts and stuff. So, okay, there's another Aetherium Wars book, just in case you guys didn't get the other one at the Dawn Guard. So yeah, just, you know, lots of stuff that you can sell. Don't forget your treasure chest over your frickin' 8 gold. They shouldn't have. Alright guys, after you're done with all of your lootables, it is time to ski-daddle. I'm gonna beeline it straight over now toward that gentler grade I was talking about to get ourselves up here. What I should have done was given you a better view on this map, which is real hard to do, so I'm trying to get as aerial as possible. This is that soft, gentle grade, and it kind of winds around and stuff, and that's kind of the point. Okay, not too much for loose lootables coming up here. Maybe a snow barrier or two, but honestly, not a ton of stuff. Alright guys, it's coming into view on my compass now. Getting real close. And I can't remember if there's anybody outside or not. Waiting for us. Guarding. I do not have my throw voice activated. Good thing I didn't try that in combat. Okay, so no soul trapping in here. I mean, you can soul trap the dogs, the hellhounds or whatever, but there is no soul trapping the vampires. Not unless you have black soul gems. So, you know, for that reason, I'm just going to amp my bow up here a little bit and go for broke. Okay, I'm up to 111, which means I don't have all my apparel on for bow damage. So, you know, if I really wanted to amp the bow up a little bit better, I could, you know, just sacrifice the carry weight for the time being and, you know, change some clothes around. But look at my carry weight. Now I'm getting real close, which means I need to fill up my follower or just be, you know, a little bit more mindful of that. Alright guys, welcome to Dimhollow Crypt. Here we go, it's going to be a party. I'm going to go ahead and sneak on in here. And I'm going to get some cheap shots in on some hounds before, you know, I start really getting involved. Okay, now the hellhounds are real tough to see, and I don't know if that's what they're called.
Their arrogance had become insufferable.
there's a name to him. It's just not coming to me now what that is. Actually, Hellhound, that's not even from this game. That's from The Lost Boys, you know, like 1988. Okay, yeah, there's one right there. It's just standing super still. Nice. There should be another one. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it is just the vampires at this point. Sit still so you can die. Just like that. Good job. Hey, it looks like the gig is up here. Either way, it was no contest. Loving it. Okay, don't forget to loot the bodies here. There's quite a few of them. Undead up to level 30 flea. I honestly, I don't know if I've disenchanted that yet or not, but the weight, terrible. I might just give that to the follower. Actually, no, I cannot let her carry that because if she whips it out, it can make things like run away, and that can make combat kind of difficult, believe it or not. So yeah, I do not want her... I do not want her holding on to that for that reason. Alright, now to get to this door, you cannot get there from here, so we actually have to go up into this tower that's over here. Alright folks, so approaching the tower, there will be a switch up here, but there's also some goodies. Okay, we already have frost damage, but it is there if you need it. Okay, there's our switch, by the way, and there's a window here to show you kind of like it actually open. And now open gate, and we are out of here. I'm going to get back into combat mode here. So I think we got some more baddies right around the corner. Okay, yeah, so more of those hounds, or whatever they are, the dogs. And more vampires. Okay, that is not a vampire, that is a concrete statue that I thought I was about to shoot. Until I remembered I always do that when I come in here, and it's never the vampire. Okay, now I can actually see something coming into focus. One down. Great time for a throw shout. Oh, check him out. That should be it for baddies. Okay. Still missing a skeleton somewhere, but I'm tired of looking for it. Now guys, there is another goodie up here, but I can't remember if a Droger pops out. Oh no, there's a dead Droger, that's what it is. Okay, grab your loot off the dead body, and once again the chest. And that's pretty much it for this room, folks. You might find, you know, some bleeding crown or something around here, but not too much otherwise. Okay, so to get out, we're going to have to go over here to the left, right by the glowing mushrooms. Go ahead and flip the switch. Now, again, combat mode. Okay, we might actually be in the clear here for a minute. If you need to do any emergency chanting, go for it. Enchanting, not chanting. Uma chichi, uma chichi, uma chichi. Okay, don't forget your chest loot. That's it for this room. So again, combat mode here, because I'm not sure where the next little pocket's gonna be. I always like to be prepared. Matter of fact, it's probably a great time for a quick save. Ah, Droger. Here we go. I knew they were in here somewheres. They're probably already fighting with vampires. So whoever wins... I'll kill... Actually, no, I want my soul distilled, so I will at least get him soul trapped. Wow. I thought the vampire... Oh, there we go. Took it a minute. We are not friends. Wow, I got spiked right through the nugget. Check me out. Normally I don't play third person, so I never see that stuff, so... You know, I get a little excited. Alright guys, so now this room is going to be super freaking confusing. There's going to be gated stuff going every which way. Everything looks the same. And I've got a system I like to use here. It's called Just Go Check the Freaking Things, because I can never keep track of where I'm at and where I'm going, and then I keep rechecking them, and it just takes forever. Okay, so Master Lock. So if you really want to level your lock picking, just sit here and crank one way or the other on the joystick. You know, as long as this isn't the sweet spot. But you see how fast those things are going, and you see how my lock pick is leveling there? So yeah, if you want to go do the dishes or something, that's a lot of fun to get yourself leveled in lock picking. But now on a more serious note, I'll just get the thing open. Ooh, check me out. I probably went a little too far there. No, I did not. Wow. Creatures and people. Okay, I don't think I have that disenchanted either. Okay, so continuing on with my system of just checking the freaking things. I guess I'll do like a... I think this one actually exits. This one exits. That is no good. Oh, here's another one. Oh, you need telekinesis to pull those over. That's what those are there for. Okay, it took me a minute to remember that. So I don't have telekinesis in my game, but if you do, you can actually, you know, grab those that way. Okay, so there's another one. Oh, hi. Okay, now anytime you get those shout attacks coming your way from the Droger, make sure you or your follower don't lose your weapons. Careful not to soul trap your follower here. They don't take too kindly to being soul trapped. There it is. Terrible loot for such a nice little booby trap there. Alright, so there's only one way out, and that was out this hallway looking thing here. Ooh, she outsmarted me on that one. Ouch. Twice. And she did that! Okay. Game frickin' on, lady. I never worry about whatever they summon, because when you kill it, you know, the summoner, then whatever they summoned automatically dies. So, you know, if you can just kind of keep that in mind, just remember to focus in on whatever is doing the summoning. Alright, simply make your way up this ramp looking thing here. And this is how we proceed on out. Okay, now notice that balcony up there with a waterfall. We're going to wind up there. Again, I want to make sure I'm combat ready here. Oh, sweet shot. Okay, free potion sitting there to the left. Oh, ouch. Oh, another bad thing about the dogs, they give you freezing damage, so it really messes with your stamina. Check that out. Watch how my... Ugh. I don't want to kill myself here. Demonstrating stamina damage. So yeah, anyway, just be aware of that. Vampires can do the same thing, but the dogs really take it out of you on that stamina. And the health. Try not to plug my follower. He's not making it easy. Okay, don't forget your urns. Okay, I think there's a booby trap down one of these, so do use caution when you're doing your looting in here. Got some potions and some more urns. Alright, so we are now at that point where I said, you know, there's the gate over there. Go ahead and flip the switch. Wow. I cannot believe I missed that shot. Good job, Lydia. If it wasn't Lydia, it was the Flame Astronaut. Alright, so not too much in here, just the one vampire and the spider. Don't forget your egg there. A quick save.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire.
Alright guys, we're getting real close to the end here. Now this is where Serana is. And there's some storyline stuff going on, so feel free to kind of eavesdrop that there's some people down there kind of arguing. I might actually go ahead and plug my Flame Astronaut so I can do some sneaking. Now be careful when you kill them, they blow up still. Now, oh, Hanging Moss, good times. Okay, so all that commotion that I was talking about where you can eavesdrop, they actually just executed a guy down there. So now all the vampires should be in that central, you know, part, but sometimes they'll meet you over here on the stairs. So that being said, you know, I'm just going to take it real easy here. Kind of look around corners real good. Make sure I'm not getting walked up on. Okay, off to the right down here, you'll see another chest. Lots of little hiding places in here. And the coffin, sometimes you'll find gold, but a lot of times it's just bloody rags. And sometimes if the coffin is kicked open like that, you might see some kind of gemstone or something. You know, maybe it could be anything, potion, etc. Okay, so far so good. So yeah, they're all definitely in that central location there. Okay, one of them's coming up to say hello. And I did not one-hit him, unfortunately, so now they're all going to know I'm here. Oh, maybe not. Got lucky. We were far enough away. Alright, so I should be able to get some sneak strikes in from right here. That guy just stood still. I always target the farther away person, so that the closer one turns around to see what's going on. Yeah, stuff's in the way. Alright guys, go ahead and loot your bodies there, and as soon as that's done, you're going to notice this thing. Go ahead and depress it, and I'm going to cut video here because, you know, there's some cutscene stuff. And I'm going to try not to, you know, include too many spoilers in the video. Alright, so once you activate the central deal there, it's going to be real confusing. And once again, guys, the game just isn't clear what you're supposed to do here. So you notice this glowing stuff shooting up out of the cracks, and it's going this way. So what we have to do is kind of move these braziers into place. So you have to kind of figure out where it dead ends, and you need to put a brazier there, or whatever these things are called. Brazier. So yeah, again, just kind of following with that same pattern. Go ahead and push that right into the dead end there. Like so. Follow the purple brick road. Get a brazier right there where that one dead ends. And that should light up another segment. And rinse, lather, and repeat. Okay, right into that dead end as well. And we have completed the loop.
My family... By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Okay, guys, get through her dialogue options however you want. And in fact, you might want to hard save the game there before you get to this point, like right after, or actually right before you do all the braziers, point in fact. Reason being is, you know, you might want to get through those dialogue options different ways, but honestly, all roads kind of lead to the same place here, so don't worry, you can't really break the quest here. But, you know, just kind of fun to see what all she has to say. Now, as soon as you get through all the initial quest, or, you know, dialogue options, it'll open up to some more, and I recommend you take your time to go through all those.
Your guess is this to happen.
Okay, you cannot trade things with her right now. She's not an actual real follower. So, you know, be careful not to do that. I don't even know if you're allowed to yet, but I wouldn't risk it. So yeah, guys, just, you know, tons of storyline there. She's really fun. Now, you know, we have a choice. We can take her straight home, or you can just kind of keep her. Now, she's not a normal follower, and I said that because she will still help you out in combat. She will still resurrect dead things. She will, you know, do some very powerful lightning attacks and whatnot, so she's really good to have in combat. The bad thing is you can't arm her up. You can't give her a bow. You can't give her a flame astronaut stick. She's just really kind of like another proxy. So think of her right now as a summon. So in other words, you know, that's really all you can do is just kind of have her around as a summoned creature. But, you know, it doesn't affect your follower. So the reason I wanted to show folks this earlier in the game is because if you're having trouble in combat and it just gets too hairy, guys, this is going to be the thing that levels the playing field. Having Serana with you is freaking amazing. She just really, really, again, levels that playing field. Now, the only bad thing is you're going to have to save the game kind of frequently. Again, you know, just like the rest of Skyrim, everything has glitches. Sometimes her and your follower will actually get into combat with each other. One will hit the other or shoot the other with an arrow, or just, you know, one way or another, one's going to be pissed off with the other one. Typical friggin' sisters, right? So anyway, long story short, you want to save that game frequently, especially before you're getting into combat. You know, drop a quick soft save. And, you know, that way if they get into combat and they just won't cut it out, you know, maybe you can get them to knock it off that way. And there are ways to kind of get them to knock it off anyway, so I'll try to show you that, you know, if the opportunity presents itself. Alright guys, so enough babbling about that. We are actually about to get into a hairy situation here, so time to cast another Flame Astronaut. Now to get out of here, we are going to head north, so it gets real confusing because it kind of all looks the same. Just remember, you know, take the pathway north out of that central area. And you can actually soul trap these things. So as soon as you get close enough, they're going to start spawning in. One of them's tougher than the other, apparently. And you can always quick loot these. It's going to be ores, rubies, you know, things of that nature. Nothing super heavy ever. Always well worth the time to loot the gargoyles in this game for sure. Okay, so rubies, good times. Okay, nothing else really down here. There are some gemstone nodes, or whatever, ore nodes. But I can't remember now if they're on this side or the other side. I'll find them if they're here. So, case in point, there's one right there. And another one. Yeah, from what I remember, there was quite a few of these matcholite ores. Malachite is the god of poops. Am I allowed to say that? Oh, check it out. There's some lootables in the water, too. Of course, there's nothing in it. Yeah, you might find something here and, you know, there to scoop up. In fact, I don't know what that is. Vampire fish! Okay, that must be part of this anniversary edition that I'm playing, because honestly, I have never ever seen a vampire fish in there before. Unless I was just so unlucky the gazillion times I've been in here, I just never freaking found one. That is insane. My mind just got blown. Wait, am I allowed to say that? Dire fish, that's new too. Salmon added, okay, that's weird. If I don't know something, I'm going to say that. So I'm going to have to do some research on that and get back to you in a later video what that's all about. But I did notice my map updated. So, you know, that tells me there's something to all that, and that's something I'm going to definitely want to investigate. I really wish I could say it right now here in this video, but again, I have no idea. So, yeah, good times.
This feels like the right way. I'm starting to worry.
Oh, hanging moss too while we're at it. Okay, more hanging moss on this building here. Structure, whatever. Okay, now, again, be careful not to fall down. But, there is a little walking path that'll get you down here softly, and that's where this ore node is. And from memory, there are more than that on this side. I think one more at least. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty much it for looting. Don't forget your urns in this room. And, yeah, we are out of here. So now, guys, again, getting back to what I said about Serana and the follower getting into fistfights. Probably a good soft save opportunity. I'm probably going to go ahead and pop a Flame Astronaut here, just for a little bit of extra backup. I didn't think that would do it, but it was worth a shot. So as soon as you throw that switch, the party begins. Okay, looks like just a potion. Better than nothing. Alright guys, let her rip.
Who's there?
Oh, we are not done yet. Honestly, I have no idea where I'm at in my soul gem department right now, so I'm going to play it safe and not fill up a bunch of grand soul gems with petty stuff. The purpose of throwing that switch wasn't to get bombarded with enemies. It was more of a booby trap. We had to throw the switch to get that door open over there. So yeah, I'll get my free lootables, and then we are out. And guys, we're still not quite done with the dungeon. There's one more chamber, and that's a fun fight. I think that's coming up here real soon.
Stay on your guard.
Lester's completely full, and Petty completely full. So yeah, I must have just had clairvoyance there, and I cut it off just at the right time, apparently. Alright guys, I mentioned this is a real fun fight. So it starts easy, skeletons, low-hanging fruit, and then it kind of amplifies from there. So absolutely go ahead and get that soft save going for yourself. Just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. And yeah, it's getting low, so probably a good time to take a break and do some recharging here. Enchanting 90, baby, booyah. 10 more and we can put double enchantments on everything we own. It is a beautiful day. Don't forget the word wall over there, by the way. I do have a tendency to get super excited with combat and then just leave.
Who's there? That'll teach you.
Sit still. There you go. There you are. See, I like to just kind of stand back and do all this sneaking. It really just helps with the overall fight. Now, as soon as the gig is up, I'll pop that Flame Astronaut. I'm having trouble hitting him today. Oh, here he comes. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Now, we haven't seen the Droger Death Lords before. Or Overlords, whatever they're called. Droger Death Overlord. And they're tough, guys. This is going to be a good fight. Now, be careful. That shout attack that he throws can disarm you or your follower. So, you know, you'll want to check your follower's inventory before we leave this dungeon. And make sure they didn't leave their bow that you crafted for them, you know, laying on the floor somewhere. Thought I saw someone else moving around.
Done and done.
Alright guys, lots of looting to do here, lots of bodies to check. And I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do all that. So I'm just going to kind of go off on my own here and, you know, scoop up my goodies. Oh, don't forget flowers off to the sides here. Yeah, so check this whole arena real good. All the little nooks and crannies here. There's another ore node. Got another one here by the table. Okay, there's our grand chest. Now that loot could have been better. Okay guys, and as I mentioned earlier, don't forget your word wall here. And right behind the word wall, nice little hiding spot for some free lootables. That's what I mean, like all these little nooks and crannies here. Okay, so I'm still behind the word wall here. Just kind of wanted to check over here for any other ore nodes, sure enough. The only reason I'm really taking the time to do this is because I thought I would be getting gemstones, so if that's just going to be the way it is... you know, the macrolite, or matcholite, whatever it's called, that's really only good, I think, for glass smithing. And honestly, I can't really remember now what all that is actually used for. Not only the bodies, but, you know, just like flowers and stuff as well. Case in point. Death Bell. And that combines with salt pile, and makes a real good strong selling potion for leveling up that alchemy. Gotta love it. Okay, so to get out of here, again, head north. It's just to the left of the word wall. Don't forget to pull your chain here to get on out. We're real close to level 35, guys, which means Solstheim is right around the corner. Now you can absolutely take her to Solstheim. But I would, you know, put a hard save down before you get on the boat to go over there, just in case anything goes wrong. Your game bugs out, she breaks, anything happens. You can always go back, reload that save, and just not take her to Solstheim. And then you have a decision to make. Do I just want to use her for the mainland, or do I want to go ahead and get her home so that I can go to Solstheim? But honestly, I've had her there a couple of times now, and I've never had an issue. Well, maybe I had an issue once, but you know, like a quick reload of a more recent save did fix it. She kind of got stuck in a dungeon. And like I said, I just reloaded the save before that dungeon, then we got through it okay, and she came out with me just fine. Yeah, so congratulations, folks. We made it through. You've got Serana. Again, super powerful proxy follower or summoned creature, whatever you want to consider her to be. And just to kind of show you on the map with the quest, what is up with that. Lead Serana to her home. And guys, it is way over here. And to get her there, what I normally like to do is hire a carriage and get to Solitude, for a fee, of course. And then that's going to drop you off at the stable or something. And what you can do is just kind of follow this pathway all the way around this. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you real good. It's kind of cloudy. But all the way around the, like, the water's edge, so the shoreline. Just kind of keep following the shoreline all the way. And guys, it takes some time to get there, I'm not going to lie. And, you know, there's mud crabs and stuff you can kill. And remember what I said about that castle fort. Don't engage the enemies there. If you see, like, a bunch of people wearing elven armor, that's a pretty good indication that's the castle you need to stay away from. That comes later on during quest line. And going in there early, I actually broke that quest line once. So I would highly recommend, and I don't know exactly where it is. I do know it's kind of on the way there, though. So just, you know, like I said, if you find a castle or a fort and people in elven armor, stay clear. Alright, so again, if you want to get her home, that's going to lead you to a boat. And once you activate that boat, it's going to take you to her castle. And then, you know, you'll have to go in through the front doors. There will be some storyline there. And at the end of the day, they're going to make you choose whether or not to become a vampire. And I never do, but you know, if you want to play with that a little bit, feel free. But as soon as you're done with that and you make your choice, you know, if you become a vampire, then you become friends of the vampires, and then you're no longer friends of the Dawnguard. If you choose not to become a vampire, then, you know, you stay friends with the Dawnguard, and then you kind of become enemies to the vampires. So that's a critical choice point. I thought I'd better spit that out in this video, because it might be a while before I decide to get Serana home. Alright guys, so now once you get her home, then you can hire her later on as an actual follower by going back to the Dawnguard, which is way freaking down here, complete opposite end of the map. And then you'll find Serana there, but keep in mind, if you want her to tag along at that point, your regular follower will be dismissed. So at that point, you know, you'll kind of have to choose one or the other. At some point, you're going to have her tag along, you know, for the Dawnguard quest line. But again, that's down the road a ways. So, folks, for now, if you want, just play with her a little bit, see how it goes. And like I said, I really think you'll find that she levels off that playing field for you a little bit better. So, folks, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And guys, until the next time, best of luck, and now I can really say freaking happy hunting.